Hi everyone, just a small update from the little cabin in the woods. It is thaw. It is thaw. It has been for 2 or 3 days now, and it is very, very nice because it makes me relax a bit more. My body is relaxed. Yesterday we went to the sauna. The old school in the village here was closed some years back, and some volunteers took it upon themselves to make a sauna in bastu, as it's called in Swedish. In the basement there are 3 showers and dressing room and then the sauna, and it's of course fired with birchwood. And my friend wrote me, said, "Yeah, I'm firing up the sauna. Are you coming?" And you always have to be minimum 2, and you pay a little bit. I guess it's the equivalence of $3, 30 Swedish kronas for each time, and that's for the wood. And then, of course, those of us who use this community center, as it has become, are volunteers on cleaning and keeping in order and stuff. So it's very, very fine. And then there are some guys that voluntarily bring the firewood there, stack it in the shed, and then we pay these $3 every time we go in and use it. So you have to be 2 people at least. Not so much for safety as for the economy of it. It's stupid to just go and use that much firewood for one person. So at least 2. Yesterday we were 5. There were 3 other younger women who decided to come. It's put up on Facebook in a group there and say, well, tonight the fire will be on, and who would come and join us. And sometimes we take turns so that women come in first, and then if the guys want to come in too, then they're in there at 6 o'clock. But yesterday there were no guys. So I landed at 4:30 because then I fill up my water bottles or my water tanks, 15 liters in each. And I guess that's 3.5 gallons. And then I put them in the car, 6 of those. And then we go and get some firewood, and then we go down there and we shower and we sit and we lie on the benches. There are three benches, going up. And of course it's warmest at the top. So most of us were up there at the beginning, but when the oven really burns, you tend to kind of move down a little bit. It's very, very nice. I got... Oh, who's talking? Who's talking? That's Zaffo! And this really, really big stick. And this big stick is collecting all the thawing snow that actually becomes ice when she's running with it. So it's the heaviest stick all over. No, but you get in there, it gets really warm, and you step outside a little bit to have a shower and in again, and remember to drink a lot of water. And most of us bring an orange, and we'll eat it at some point in there. And I got my hair washed, and I got my body scrubbed, and that was really nice. And then back to the cabin after 3 hours. Zaffo is left alone. She's okay with that. And then stoking the fire and getting it up again and sitting there cozy and warm and clean, and that was nice. And waking up in the morning with your hair smelling from rosemary shampoo instead of an old beanie. That was nice. I wanted to show you, you could say progress, but I don't think it is. But it's how the stacks are progressing or digressing, because this stack here was my Norwegian round stack. This is a pitiful sight, but I guess that's what it's meant for, to be plucked apart and be wheeled in the wheelbarrow to the house and be burned. That's the purpose of it. I know that, But I feel a lot richer when you build it up and see it standing there in all glory than I do when I start using from it. It's a bit scary. I do believe I have enough. I have this that is seasoned, and then I have this my drone dome, as I called it, because I made a fake drone footage from it. Some people liked it, some people really hated it. I think it had a lot of views and almost no thumbs up. So I guess people got annoyed that it wasn't a drone footage when I promised it was. It was just a little joke I made. So this is seasoned as well, but you can see my tops don't cover it completely, so the bottom of it will be a bit wet. So I'm gonna take from the middle of the stack, and then we'll just go out. But I'm only gonna take that when this one is empty, so this top can come over here and help to cover some of the wetter wood. So I think we can make it through the season. If not, then I will have to start to dig into this lot that is lying here. This is actually meant for next year. It's meant for when snow is gone, when all the rain is gone, and the spring is here, the dry days. I'm going to take the tarp off and let it have a lot of air flow and sun. And then that's meant for being stacked next September. Then that will become the new round stack. So that's the way we go around it all the time. And hopefully I have enough. If I don't have enough that is seasoned and dried, I know that my neighbor up here who sold me... Oh, I'm sorry, there's just a truck coming by. Oh, it's a nice truck. It's the truck coming with all the gravel that he spreads on the roads. Yeah. Zaffo doesn't like it. But I do, because he makes it safe for us to drive on the roads. So, yeah. So that is the infrastructure. Chili stille, Zaffo. Yeah, fluff. Good. No. Exactly. No, stop now. Stop now. Why are you barking? I know you have a... Stop, sir. I know you have a stick. You don't have to tell me that loud. I know you do. The infrastructure of moving seasoned wood and new cut wood and 1-year-old wood, and that's just you could see it as very hard work, and so it is, but it's also a very, very down-to-earth, hands-on practical way of knowing that you take care of yourself. You take care of heating up your house. You have to put an effort into it, and I kind of like that. I'm not bitching about it as much as it could sound that I am. I'm just recording it and saying, okay, this is how it feels when you really rely on your own organization to keep warm and to be able to cook. And as I've told before, I do have electricity. I do have a little cook plate of induction, and I was gifted some pots from the girls that can go on the induction. But electricity costs money as well, and I have to earn the money to pay the electricity bill. So everything is connected to working. And the work that I do to make money, that I pay to things in society, that is in Denmark. So that is when I'm away from here. As much work as I can do in my everyday life up here is what I want to do. So the more wood I can make myself, the better I can sustain my way of life. And the money that I do make, of course, goes to pay the electricity bill even if I don't use that much electricity, I have to pay an amount, a sub amount. Even if I should cut all electricity from this, I have this, just a minute. This big box here is how the electricity is connected to my house. Even if I should switch that off in there and not use any electricity, I'll still pay an amount, a ground amount, for having been connected to the grid. I don't know if it was possible to completely disconnect from the grid and then not pay anything, but I don't want to do that. It's not very much I pay. I do make money each year, going away for 2 months, working, and it's nice to have electricity. I love to be able to switch the lights on. That's almost the best. But then also I had it amped up a bit so that I can have that machine standing there, klyvela den vil, so I can split my wood with that. I'm 60. It's hard for me to split with an axe all the time. Do split the bigger ones with the big axe. It's easy because it's a double hand axe. If I chop a lot of wood just by one hand, it gives me a little bit unsymmetric feeling in the body, and it hurts my back and it hurts my head because you smash the axe down several times, and those impacts goes right up to my head and gives me a headache. I love klyvela den vil, and she runs on electricity. So electricity, happy with that, but as much wood I can make and bake and cook on my wood stove, I want to do that. So we're doing that, and that's just a little update. No messages today. We're happy. I have a 21 days weather forecast app, and they had promised it would be warm now. They have changed their minds. I'm not happy with them. They've changed their minds. So it's only thaw these 2 or 3 days. It's Saturday today. Tomorrow it will be okay, warm. And then Monday, the frost returns down to those minus 8, 9, and 10 Celsius, which is around the lower teens in the Fahrenheit. So 14, 15 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't like that. I'm not looking forward to it. It's a lot of work, and it gets to survival more than thriving, I'm afraid. So February, come on, bring it on. I don't need January anymore, but Zaffo still loves it, and we can walk out in this heavy snow. As you can see, it's melting more and more. Down here through the forest, down to my outhouse, it's almost melted. It's melted away from this wood, which is an old pile of my own wood that has not yet been split, but it is on the way to being split. So yeah, everything's good and fine here. We clean, we're happy. We're out in the good weather of at least 2 degrees, 3 degrees, I think, above zero, which must be 38 or something, maybe almost 40, and it feels nice. So with that, and with a very anxious dog to, Mama, come and play with that stick, put away that phone, please, I will do so, and I hope you have nice days at your places too. Yes, noisy dog. Yeah, I mean, you're sweet. Can you say bye-bye to everyone? Yeah, bye-bye everyone. Have a nice weekend, yeah? You mean it? Yes. Okay, bye-bye everyone. Have a nice weekend. See you on the next one.